Bonnie. Hey, sugar pie.
No.
You got a little bit of skedio face. Yeah, you got a little bit of skedio face. Can you go wake up your brother so we can clean your enclosure? So you can go lock up? No? Or not? Okay. Hey, everyone. I got an update about Levi, and it's an update that probably a lot of you have been anticipating, have been expecting. But Levi's no longer with us. We had to put him to sleep. He had become so neurologic, and he had lost so much weight, and he was so weak, and he just was not going to be getting any better, and the quality of his life was at that, past the tipping point. So, made the call and ended his suffering. And that happened a few days ago. And hi, sugar pie. We waited to actually announce that he was gone so that we could have some information to actually give to you. We had to send multiple organs off to a lab, heart, kidney, livers, brain, the full works, because things were very perplexing. As many of you had known, he had been losing weight, and he had been having difficulty eating, and we had been doing different procedures to try to remedy tooth problems that he was having, so that he would eat and then be better. And then with every procedure, we thought that maybe, finally we're getting somewhere, and then he would go back to not eating. And the lab results have indicated an entirely different probability that it may not have been his tooth at all. So what we think, I should say what we know, is that he had acute kidney problems, failure. They were very enlarged. There were cysts that were inside of them. The lining of his heart was basically disintegrated. So those things alone, they were like, okay, well, that's that's definitely not going to be caused from a tooth. And the lab analysis personnel, doctors, and they actually started to point towards a potential for a certain type of disease that is actually starting to pop up here in Texas. That it's something called Chagas. And it's common in South America. It's common in South America. It's actually passed by infected kissing bugs, and thousands of animals, thousands of people die in South America every year from this disease. And and now there are cases that are starting to pop up here in Texas, and that could possibly have been. But we can't actually definitively prove that, because once we had this idea like, hey, the symptoms are kind of lining up with what this is, in order to actually prove it definitively, we would have had to get like another very specialized tissue sample, and he had already been in the ground for, you know, days at that point, so we wouldn't have been able to get that. But some of the symptoms of this Chagas disease are, you know, rapid weight loss over a short period of time, difficulty swallowing, and it messes with the kidneys, it messes with the heart, and in the final stages, it actually causes these neurologic episodes. There's other symptoms, but these were the ones that really, you know, stood out to us. You know, because after so long of, like, you know, doing the tooth stuff, and him still going down this road and not getting better, it, you know, it makes more sense. I mean, because there was that point where we started to really, like, this is not a tooth issue anymore. There's something different. There's something wrong. And from what I understand, it's a really nasty disease that is tremendously difficult to treat, even if you know that it's there. That, again, it kills a lot. So that's that. But yeah, we waited, you know, we waited a bit to tell you guys anything, because, like, there were so many things that we didn't know, and we didn't want to make an announcement and then leave a giant question mark just hanging for so long. You know, that happened with Jelani, and eventually we got some results back, but I mean, we wanted to just have the 1-2 punch. We'll, you know, I'll post more stuff, you know, just about things that just kind of around the whole event and the episode and the aftermath, and I mean, you know, more in memoriam type stuff of Levi, but this is what we got. This is what we got so far. So, Mr. Crazy Pants, he's gone. And that's that. I'll talk to you guys later.